Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hilltoppers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Sam Houston State's offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Watson. Got it in the middle, it's Black. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bearcats are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. The Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
So you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Lots of running room.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And with the extra point, they... lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The short hands. It's Hutchinson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught behind the line. It's Henry. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's in open space downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
The give on the option. He breaks the tackle. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts and everybody...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that. But, boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
14, Western Kentucky, 7.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Watson. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got it in the middle, it's West. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Look out, he's got room. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Hilltoppers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Watson. A little screen to the running back. Makes his man miss. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The give out of the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play to play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than a sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Hilltoppers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Hilltoppers pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Fresno State.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. To throw, it's Watson. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. The throw to the outside is complete. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Going up top again. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. There's the pressure. Pulls it in, it's West. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Finds his man. It's Black. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Black. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they've regained the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Epps. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, WKU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Watson. Got his man in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bearcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bearcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Watson. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Porter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now they'll run the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Rides the back and leaves it. And the Bearcats get it past the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving it 27 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchinson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers heading quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone. And my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Western Kentucky, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Epps. Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab over the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's reeled in. It's Phillips. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hard running there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll toss him across the 35. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.